Hello everyone, I should stop jinxing my plans for videos because it seems we've got a problem on our hands here in the UK. Maybe you have heard something in the news or maybe not, because the coverage of the issue seems to be extremely limited in the mainstream media, but the last week or so saw a massive rise in the number of sightings. More alarmingly, the most important of those sightings seem to be happening over military bases of the Royal Air Force. As the video goes on, we will see some of the recorded sightings on the screen, coming from both military areas and civilian places and locations. Most notably, the top hotspot of this strange activity is the RAF Lakenheath base located in Suffolk. It is the home for US military and their fighter jets, including F-35s and F-15s. Over the last week, maybe a little bit more than that, there has been a string of sightings of what is usually and cautiously referred to as unmanned aerial vehicles over the base. In most public reports, they are mentioned as drones. However, inquisitive people, including local residents from Suffolk, decided to record and even those pieces of video footage are strange according to some people who seem to be much more knowledgeable in terms of military than myself. Firstly, the alleged drones fly too high for a typical drone, even those used by the military. And while the range of several thousand feet is not beyond the ability of a professional drone, it is difficult to part that with the fact that the objects are visible over the Lakenheath base for several hours at a time, which exceeds the battery capacity of even the best drones, especially at such high altitudes. Of course, the most obvious conclusion is diversionary activity by a foreign actor or sleeper agents present in the country and operating drones from somewhere near the base or bases. But the issue here is again the capacity of the drones and the fact that the military does not seem to actively try and shoot the drones or down or otherwise intercept them or jump them using EMP anti-drone weapons or helicopters with nets, with such measures successfully used in the past in anti-drone warfare of this type. People observing the base have noticed F-15 jets being scrambled up, but again, sending fighter jets airborne is never used as an active countermeasure against drone incursions or swarms. It is theorized by some that this tactic was rather intended to try and spot the platform, or a mothership if UFO believers are right with their theory, which would be the local source of the observed objects. As the locals report, the objects vary in numbers on each night, and they seem to be flying over the base. Some of them remain stationary for a long time, others blink with lights and seem to be circling around, tracing strange patterns and forming strange configurations in the air. The Lakenheath base is not alone with the sightings. Similar reports, although with a slightly lower intensities, come from the nearby Mildenhall base, also in Suffolk, and Feltwell in Norfolk. We also heard that RAF bases located a bit further afield had their drone-like object incursions, including RAF Coningsby in Lincolnshire, which I had the opportunity to drive by a few times, and bases in Henlow in Bedfordshire and the area near Peterborough close to the RAF Wittering base. However, reports of sightings of similar objects looking like orbs or drones, emitting strange light patterns and pulses and flying in strange formations without any evident purpose or logic to it, have come from civilians all over the country last week, so people who do not live in the vicinity of any military facilities. Those locations include places as far north as Glasgow, as well as West Wales and Liverpool, just to name a few. Returning to the military facilities mentioned before, there is a speculation in the UFO circles that those incursions happen near bases which host nuclear armaments, which would be a behavioral pattern typical for UAP or UFO activity observed elsewhere, and the community at large remains on high alert. I believe that the next days are likely going to bring in more reports, but for now we do not know much, unfortunately. The official message was very reserved and the military remains tight-lipped, other than sending 60 British troops to assist their American colleagues outside the base in Lakenheath, where the US military holds no jurisdiction or power to carry out any meaningful activity which the British can do on their native soil. Is this a possible incursion carried out by non-human intelligence? If we recall the most recent UAP hearing before the US Congress, in particular the testimony by Lou Elizondo, this pattern was already observed in the past, especially when it comes to military and/or nuclear facilities. Of course, given the recent tense geopolitical situation, it cannot be excluded that this is some novel man-made military technology. Some claims this may be a reverse-engineered tech of non-human origins now available in human hands. Yet others claim that this is the continuation of behavior observed for many years now, with the recent and infamous example of Langley Air Force Base incursion of drones in December 2023, with the origins of the objects there never officially established or known to the public. All we know from the US and from the UK is that the orbs or drones do not exhibit any overt hostile behavior. So, I guess we will see what the future holds. For now, I will leave you, dear viewers, with a video from Suffolk recorded near the Lakenheath airbase. Special credits go to all Reddit users who posted the sightings used here in this video, so if you want to go to our UFOs, if you want to see them there as well. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you soon in another video. Take care.
Yeah, we've got multiple reports of UAVs taking off in the field to the north and south of your cruise. Scan request 1.
Well, I saw two F-15s take off, and when they were pushing it, I don't know if you saw the beginning of the stream. You might be able to roll back, but they weren't hanging about, and there was afterburners, full afterburners for as far as I could see them go out, and I've never seen that here before. So, just in time got them going out, and like I said, go back and have a look at the afterburners. They did not stop. They kept them on, and they were in a hurry. So they were definitely on the way to intercept that, or have a look for them drones. They definitely would. See, last week when we was here, and I saw some lights over there between those two red markers, and it was sitting up there, and it didn't move for ages. It was there for a good couple of hours, and then it would disappear, and then it would come straight back again. And who knows what it is? I don't think this is kids flying a drone around. I think it's a bit more serious than that. But I don't know what that is, but that's something sitting there again. So whether that's they're going around to have a look at that, but maybe that is one of these drones. I don't really know what that is at the minute. But there was one there the other night when I was filming. There's a lot of planes above me, I'm telling you. There's a lot of planes above me. Oh, there's an awful lot of chatter. If anybody's got a radio they're listening in, there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I'm shocked what I'm hearing, to be honest with you. If anybody else is listening to it. Sorry I ain't putting it on the stream, but obviously it's sensitive. All I can say is, and I'm sorry to say this, but our government is seriously letting these guys down from what I'm hearing on the radio. This is just ridiculous what I'm hearing. Yeah, I think a couple of the channels are blocked out, so we can't listen to them. But the information I'm hearing is pretty good, but yeah, it's disappointing that they're not getting backed up, to be honest with you. So they're saying they're going to be out for quite a while, but they're talking about tanking at the moment to keep them up airborne as long as possible, which is good because obviously we want to see her put an end to this. Yes, really dark down this end. There's hardly any lights on that would normally be on, so it is really dark down here. Honestly, Mark, it's really dark on the base tonight. Without the main lights and everything on, it's like a different place. It's really weird. There's nothing really to look at. Got someone checking the perimeter of the fence at the moment as well. It seems strange about them blue lights on, really. And I mean, loads of lights that are off that are normally on. They've turned them all off. I've never seen the runway lights and all this stuff off before. Whenever I've come here, they're always on. It's never like this. Apart from, I think I came here once last year just before the fireworks, and the blue lights weren't on, but normally they're on all the time. So there's some more lights over the top of the woods towards Thetford again, and there's some more behind me, and the F-15s just went back over the top of us. So it's really weird. Like I said, I'm not sure this is an exercise. I mean, there's too much going on. I can't really show you, Bixie, because the lights are small. And some of them are quite low down, and then some of them are high up, and the camera's really struggling to pick them up when they're really high up in the sky. There were some lights, and they were really bright, but they were really low down, like literally skimming on the top of the trees. I went to go and try to get the camera and get them on camera, but as soon as I got the camera out, they're just gone. I don't know what it is, but they just keep coming up over there, and then they'll disappear, and then a little while later they're back there again.